Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is Kay from Online Tarot. I do want to start off by saying thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Okay, split deck here. We have Open Heart and Only You, both in the reverse, but I do see this empathy, okay, so a receptive energy, someone being vulnerable because they are realizing that it's only you. They only want to be attached and devoted to you. I'm hearing that song by Olivia John Newton. It's called Devoted to You. It's off of a movie, Grease, the Grease soundtrack. If you know it, you love it, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so Grease, the movie Grease, could be significant with you. Okay, let's go ahead and see what wants to come out for you. I'll get 3 cards. We got 2 so far. We have releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Okay, and second chance. Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Okay, so what I see right here is that somebody had to let somebody go. Somebody had to move on or walked away, and there's a reconciliation waiting to happen, right? There's opportunity that is going to happen that is going to allow you guys to reconnect. And I'm seeing like okay, so the Twin Flame card came out. So I'm seeing like the movie. Okay, let's focus on that Grease movie. You know, they meet at a beach, you know, in summer, and they fall in love and they have a great time, and, you know, they love who each other are. They love who they are to each other at that moment, but then they, you know, have to separate. They have to move on, let go, let that person go. They think that, at least, because, you know, they are from different worlds, right? But then they get a second chance at this because she ends up going to school there with him at the same school that he's at. So they have a reconciliation, but there's like this energy of him trying to play it off, like him trying to play off the person that he was with her versus who he is with his friends. Okay, because he has like this reputation that he needs to uphold. And she's just like confused, like, this is not the Danny Zuko I've met. You know, I love that movie, so I know it word for word, honestly. But you know, Twin Flame coming out, I do feel like there is some kind of suggestion that there's a Twin Flame chemistry in that movie with the 2 main characters. I feel like they both have the same feelings for each other, but they don't know what to do because, like, for example, Danny Zuko is probably the runner in this. He's not wanting to change his vision, his image, right? He wants to remain a T-bird and the tough exterior that T-birds have, right? You know, so like that could be what was separating them. But in the movie, you know, I do feel like it's not like a reconciliation because of a past issue. It's more like it was a fated meeting. Maybe you and your person, you guys met and it was great, and you had, you know, like this great time with them, and you had to let them go. You had to move on. Okay. And I feel like it's because of the fact that this person, you know, maybe I'm hearing like maybe somebody met in like a social gathering, okay, or like some kind of event, and you didn't get numbers, you didn't get anything, but you had this great time with this person, right? You had to let go, and you had to move on. You had to realize like, oh, they're the one that got away, is what I'm hearing, right? But then you get this second chance. You get this opportunity to reconcile with this person, okay? And it kind of gives me energy, since this Twin Flame card came out, it kind of gives me the energy that, you know, this person that you're thinking of, you're dealing with, is feeling the same way that you feel about them. Okay, I'm hearing to get 1 more. I usually just get 3, but let's grab 1 more. Okay, so just 1 more. Okay, so loyalty. Okay, this person is trustworthy. They're reliable. Okay, and they believe that this connection is meant for them as well. I see new love and deepening here, split deck. So a new chapter begins, whether it's with a new partner or in a current relationship. And a relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. So I feel like, you know, maybe it's been a while since you've seen this person or heard from this person. Okay. And I feel like you guys are going to meet on divine timing, right? It's something that you probably have had boundaries now that you've met this person. You know your standard. Okay. So I feel like upon meeting this person again, you realize that you know, this is your person. This is somebody who you know is your person. Okay, I just saw third party situation, so there could be somebody or something that's stopping this connection from manifesting. It could just be literal time, right? Or, you know, work in a different city or country or something of that nature, okay? But I feel like there's a second chance. And I say different country because in the movie she's like from Australia or whatever. So he's like, I thought you were going back to Australia, but she's like, there was a change of plans, right? So it could be something like that with you. And I'm just going to say, for any of you who are experiencing this kind of love story here, I'm jealous because that's my favorite movie and you're living out an incredible dream. I'm just kidding. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and get one of these cards here to see, you know, what this person feels about you and your connection. How does Aquarius' person that they're thinking of right now feel about them and this situation, this connection? Thank you. Okay, so we have unbreakable love. This person has a genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. So this person thinks that you are the loyal one, that you are the trustworthy one, okay? They feel like you genuinely like them for them instead of this facade that they've put on, or this person that they've had to be in front of their friends and family. Okay, there's some obstacles that I see happening or that could potentially be in the way, but I feel like this person sees that obstacle and doesn't really see it as an issue. They see it as a problem, right? But it's not like something that's going to stop them from coming towards you. Okay, there's like this energy of their strength needing to be tested. Okay, but like whatever it is, whatever happens, I feel like it's not too much for you guys to handle. Like this love is unbreakable. They know that like you guys will walk through the storm together, hand in hand. Okay. They've been searching for somebody like you for a while. Okay, they feel like they can finally settle down. Let's clarify this releasing, letting go. Okay, letting go, moving on, walking away. It could be like rainy season or actual raining in the time that you guys meet and having like your last encounter. The feeling of you realizing that you have to let this person go. It could be raining during that time. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords here. Okay, it seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step. It seems like this opportunity here of having to walk away from this person is like you want to stay. You want to be able to make this connection grow. Okay, but you know, there's doubt. You're walking away from this person, you're walking away from this connection, and you're like, is this the right choice? You know, it's still lingering in the back of your head. And I'm saying you, but I feel like it's your person as well, because this is for how your person feels about you. And with this twin flame card, you know, you guys mirror, you guys go through the same experiences, the same feelings. You guys have this mutual energy of, you know, this connection. You guys both want this connection, but there's something that's stopping you guys from being able to proceed. Okay, the letting go, the moving on, it's almost like there's doubts that this will work out, right? And I have the Three of Cups here in the reverse. I did see third party situations shuffling these, so there could be a third party involved in the movie. You know, like they end up going to the dance with different people, right? And it kind of serves as an obstacle, but it also kind of serves as a aid, right? Like an obstacle that kind of brings them closer together, because they realize like, I'm jealous, and you know, I'm not usually jealous of anyone. So the fact that they're jealous of each other with different people makes them like, hey, I actually feel more for this person than I realized. Okay, so there could be that kind of energy there. And the fact that like the Eight of Swords came out with the letting go, it's almost like, you know, you don't want to let go, but you're kind of being forced to also. Okay. Let's go and clarify the Eight of Swords, please. Clarify the Eight of Swords, the doubts, the fears. And it's like, I see this uncontrolled thought. So it's almost like this person is trying to move on. They're trying to walk away from this connection, but they're having these thoughts that like they can't control. They're stuck in their mind, right? The death card here, bottom deck. They're having to end something before they can walk away fully, but like they're not wanting to let that go, right? Let's clarify this Eight of Swords, please. Okay, the Sun. They're not happy about it. They're not happy about having to walk away. They're not happy about what this connection meant to them and them having to let it go. Okay, I see this like the Sun card in the reverse is a need for reflection. Okay, and maybe this person doesn't understand what your connection means to them. Okay, I see this reflection here on this Twin Flame card, and I feel like maybe they are trying to reflect on what it is that they are needing to do. And there it is again, the Three of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like maybe this person is maybe dealing with somebody else, and they're needing to reflect what that person means to them versus what this new connection with you means to them. Okay, they're lonely. They are feeling like a failure, feeling like they lost an opportunity here. Let's go ahead and clarify the second chance. Okay, coming together again, making amends. Okay, opportunity, the Fool card, wonderful. So this person wants to start moving towards you again. Okay, they're making the jump towards you. They're actually going to see you in your elements, maybe like this reconciliation, and they're going to say, that's that person that I had a connection with. That's that person. And I'm like that I can't stop thinking about, right? And I'm a little bit obsessed with. Okay, obsessed in the thinking and the overthinking, right? Overthinking about it, right? With the Eight of Swords there. They couldn't let you go. Okay, and this new journey, they're like, oh, here's my opportunity for this new connection that I've been waiting for, that I've been wanting. I'm gonna make that choice. They're looking at this as like the new beginning, the journey that they've been waiting for, right? Like this now running into you again, this connection or this reconciliation, this connection seems like it has potential. Okay, they think that they can have it all, and they're like looking back at what the past happened or whatever happened here. They're like, yeah, this is something that I want. Okay, clarify the Fool card, please. Thank you. So the Ace of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this person, although they have fears, they have this kind of energy of, you know, not really knowing exactly what they're getting into with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, because they want to make this jump towards you, but they're like, what is waiting on the other side? You know, am I self-sabotaging? Am I going to ruin my chances coming towards this person again? But this person is starting to realize that, you know, they need to just have the confidence to come towards you, like, you know, with the Queen of Wands energy and this stability, this steady force. Okay, they're gonna and the Queen of Wands is somebody who is adaptable to their situation. So they're going to see this opportunity and they're just going to go for it, right? With the Fool card, this Queen of Wands clarifying the Fool card. They know that they have passion. They know that they have this enthusiasm, this warm energy about them, that they're just like, this feels right. You know, this warm, fuzzy feeling, it feels right. They're just going to do it. Clarify the Twin Flame card, please. Okay. Mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. I'm seeing this person having to, you know, go through the dark night of the soul quickly. They don't have a chance to really wallow in it. They're just kind of like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I do it. This person realizes you are special to them really quickly is what I'm hearing. Okay, they don't waste time in this Eight of Swords energy. Okay, so the Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, literally what I said. The Page of Swords in the upright is, you know, taking your time to think before you act. But this person's just jumping all in. They're just going to jump in and say what's on their mind. They probably know that if they don't say anything, how they feel about you in this second chance here, they're probably going to miss out on you forever. And there's that cutting energy, the ideas without action. Okay, they are probably wondering like, what to say, right? Because like the Page of Swords in the upright is talkative, somebody who's talkative, who's eager, you know, even curious, like the Fool card, right? But maybe it's like when they realize who you mean to them, they kind of take a step back and they're like, they're worried about what they're saying now. Clarify the Page of Swords. Why is it in the reverse? Why is this person stalling? I see like this careless energy here. And they need to balance their priorities when making decisions more, right? So they're like trying to make this decision to come towards you, but they're needing to weigh out their options, or at least they're feeling like they need to, right? What do I say to Aquarius? How do I get them to, you know, move towards me? How do I get them to accept this second chance? And I feel like this energy here is like they're going through it with the Sun in the reverse, that they realized that they let you go or had to move on. Okay, and it's probably because of their own doing, right? Like in the movie, it was him, like they were able to reconcile, but then he had to keep this facade, right? He had to keep this energy that he had at school. And, you know, that ultimately made them separate. Clarify this twin flame card, please. Thank you. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. There's another card of, you know, impatient and chaos, okay? This person is not seeing what they wanted, not seeing the results that they wanted out of your guys' second chance. And it's almost like they have to prove their loyalty, okay? They might be wanting to give up. Like the weight of your guys' connection is so heavy for them. It's like electric. I'm feeling like the magnets, you know, being pulled in one direction when you're trying to escape. This person's trying to keep their facade on, and, you know, being with you or being in your vicinity is making them kind of stray away from that, and it's hard for them, but it's like they want to, their soul wants to reconnect with you. Let's clarify this loyalty, trusting, reliability, believing. I see this black dog, so someone can have a black dog, like a lab. I see these plants, someone could be a plant lover. Or have like I've seen, like having a window, something similar to that, like a, what are they called, bay windows? Okay, let's clarify this loyalty card, please. Thank you. So the Four of Pentacles are paired with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles in the upright, you know, it is holding on to something. And like, there's a lot of pentacles here. So it could be, instead of school, like the movie, it could be someone at work, right? Like you I'm seeing somebody meet someone at the bar, and then the next day or week or so, or even month or so, you know, like this person is your new coworker. And that's the kind of energy that I'm getting, right? Like whoever's in the workspace first has a image to uphold, or has some kind of status already that makes them not have, like, not need to, but yeah, well, it's a need, right? Like workplace affairs, but not be able to approach you in that way. Or vice versa, you know, take the roles as it comes. But this, like, Four of Pentacles here, I feel like it's a control, it's stability, okay? Holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. This person is holding on too tight to their facade, their, you know, acting that it's stopping them from being able to be loyal to themselves even, right? They want this connection with you, but they're having to hold back for some reason, okay? And like for the Knight of Pentacles, to clarify loyalty card, you know, that is someone who's responsible, who's dependable, okay, who's literally loyal. That's a card of loyalty in itself. And I feel like You know, this person is trying to provide, like, present you with something. Like, just the way this card is, right? He's like holding on to this pentacle. He's presenting this on his high horse, all suited up, like ready for action. Okay, they're very courageous in what they had to offer because they worked hard on it, right? They worked hard on saving this, like, security. Okay. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles energy, please. Are they trying to prove to you that they're secure? Are they trying to prove that they're loyal? What is this energy here? I see the High Priestess here in the reverse, so I feel like, you know, that is kind of insinuating that it's not something that that we'll know. We'll find out here, but I do feel like they want to prove their loyalty to you. Maybe they use their work fate, like, I've been at this job for 9 years, or whatever the case is. Like, I've been here for so long, like this, like, I'm loyal to this, but I'll be loyal to you instead if that's what it takes. I'll leave this job if that's what it takes. Okay, let's clarify that energy, please. Okay, friends, I did want to mention that I have started a subscription membership base. Okay, you can be a friend or you can be a bestie, okay? There are 2 levels to that. And you will be getting perks. You will be getting extended videos as soon as I get the ball rolling here. But I guess in the next week or so is when I'll be kind of delivering that. You get discounted readings, personal readings, okay? I am starting to do $66 readings for personal readings, and members will be getting them at $44, okay? And that is included in a 30-minute or more reading, okay? With if you have questions or anything you want to say, or just, you know, a natural reading that will see what wants to come out. But that's available for the Besties program. You also get to see videos before they're uploaded, okay? There's a bunch of other perks too, so go ahead and check that out if that seems something like you would want to do to help support me and my family. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. This is Kay from Online Tarot also, by the way, just to help clarify. Let's go ahead and see what wants to come out for you. Okay, this is clarifying this energy here. So the Ten of Swords. Okay, and it kind of landed over here, right? So I feel like this person is wanting to yeah, okay, so, and as I was saying, I kind of lost track there, but as I was saying, like, they're willing to show you that they're loyal to you by, you know, forfeiting this job. If they're like your boss or someone who, you know, like the workplace is not allowing you guys to be together, or, you know, friends and family, whatever it is, right? Because I saw a third party situation, but I feel like they're willing and ready to end it, right? They see like this, it has ended and finished, for better or for worse. They feel like, even though that they feel this way about their job or about whatever, they're willing to end it to show their loyalty to you. Okay, King of Wands here, bottom deck. This is someone who is successful, strength, has power, you know, has this leadership role, courage. So I do feel like that is clarifying that this could be a work situation, or someone who is in that leadership role for you. Sorry, I have an itch. Let's go ahead and pause here. I do want to see what is an obstacle. We're just going to grab one of these cards here. I saw pain and love split deck there, so it could be a third party, like in person maybe. Let's go ahead and see what is the obstacle here standing in the way for this second chance, for this twin flame connection. Okay, Justice. It looks like there could be a third party, and divorce needs to happen, or maybe they're going through divorce or going through some kind of legal. And it could be, like I mentioned before, work. Okay, that keeps coming back to my mind, but somebody who, like, legal matters is what I see. Legally, they can't be with you, right? Legally, you guys can't be together. Maybe there's a policy in place that coworkers can't date, right? Or be in the same field if they date, and that's something that needs to be looked at or this is the obstacle basically. And like, if there's a third party instead of work, it could be divorce needs to happen, like, legally, before they can approach you, because they want to go right by you, right? They want you to see that they're loyal and not just going to be with you while they're still technically tied to someone else. Okay, because that kind of like just sets the tone, right, for a bad start and a connection. Okay, but whatever the issue is, right, whatever this issue is that may come to fruition, I feel like this person is willing and ready to end things because of that, like to help your connection grow. Okay, let's just go ahead and let's get a fairy card for you, Aquarius, and see what wants to come out for you. This is going to be your advice. Okay, this is going to be just your spirit guide's way of letting you know that they are here with you in this connection, and they have some solid advice to give you. Okay, so we have Tree of Wisdom, okay? This tree druid will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. So honestly, the only thing that this reminds me of, or I have something to say about that, is, music could be significant. Maybe you're going to hear some advice or hear something in some kind of music that you hear today or after today that kind of reminds you that there's still hope in this connection. It's going to reveal some kind of insight that you're going to need. Okay, because I feel like you're equally as confused as if this connection can work out or not. Let's go ahead and pull some of these Hermit Tarots. Nothing came out in the sort, but I kept eyeing them, so I feel like there's a message here for you. I'm just going to pull some cards randomly. My life started when I met you. Okay, this person has gone through their life kind of just going with the motions. Even if it's through dating people, they're just like, oh, like they've gone through these motions here. But when they met you, it's almost like their life has started. They're seeing color now. Okay. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. I think I mentioned on the beginning with this twin flame connection, they don't know how to feel about this. You have sparked something in them that is different than all of the other people that they've been in contact with. They're willing to give up their career for you almost, right? They're willing to give up this third party for you. Like, for good, right? Like, legal papers are being served. Okay, maybe it's like they need to let go of something before they can reconcile with you, because you guys are on this twin flame journey, which is not fun. Okay, there's usually something that is stopping you and your twin flame from connecting. Work, another person, like somebody's married, somebody's in a long-term relationship. And I don't know why, but I feel like loyalty is a big indicator towards like what the issue is. I'm just hearing now. Maybe somebody is loyal to something or someone, and that's where they're at right now, is they're loyal to that job. They're loyal to that person. Job. Okay. So Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles came out. A new beginning, a new fresh start. Work. Okay. They're willing to start over to be with you. It's beautiful. Bottom deck, I think we should slow down, but it's in the reverse, so I'll take that as they want to speed things up here with you. So yeah, Aquarius, if that resonates with you, I would love to know how. Please like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, become a member if you would like to do that. You will be getting some cool perks by the end of this week, so look forward to that. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.